Hi, my name is Mia, and today I'm going to be talking about the relationship between tourism and disasters. Tourism is one of the world's largest and fastest growing industries. It brings jobs, economic development, and an exchange of culture globally, but it's also very sensitive to disasters, both natural and man made. So I'm just going to talk about the relationship and how they kind of impact each other in many, many ways. So, first, we can discuss the impact that disasters actually have on tourism. So, things like earthquakes, hurricanes, wildfires, all can actually devastate tourist destinations. And most importantly, infrastructure can be damaged, if not destroyed. Um, and not only that, but safety can become a major concern, and travelers could quickly want to cancel their plans, and it could bring tourism to a halt in an area following a disaster, and this can be really bad. For example, we've all seen in the COVID-19 pandemic, tourism was completely brought to a halt, and this caused major economic losses globally. And it also took years for the public's trust to be gained again in the act of traveling itself. But the relationship does work both ways. Tourism can also exacerbate the risks that disasters can bring. High numbers of tourists can strain local resources, increase waste, and put pressure on fragile ecosystems. Not only this, but we can damage the natural landscapes that are already fragile, and we can increase our vulnerability to disasters. For example, beach resorts can cause harm to coastlines, and mountain resorts can increase the risks of landslides. So, all these factors put together, we can we're going to be worsening the effects during the disaster once it does strike, and this is going to affect not only tourists but also locals. However, tourism can also support the recovery process. We know that the tourism industry brings in income, it brings in revenue, and this can be much needed after an area experiences loss. And this income can help support recovery efforts and prevent further economic loss. Not only this, but sustainable tourism, when people come not for leisure, but for the sole purpose of assisting in recovery efforts. This can greatly benefit an area by helping to restore infrastructure that has been damaged and also improve morale of people who may have just experienced great loss. So, all in all, how can tourism work to mitigate the effects of disasters? Well, tourism can and should raise awareness of local disaster risks of people who are going to be coming into an area. They should know what they're going to be getting into, as well as investing in sustainable tourism practices, especially where areas where tourism drives revenue, extra preparedness and mitigation techniques should be taken to prevent loss of life, damages, and economic loss. So, with care, tourism, understanding the relationship between tourism and disasters is crucial if we want to be able to travel and host visitors, but also do this safely in an unpredictable world. So, thank you very much. These are my sources. Thanks for listening.